This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Mic check, 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
Episode 25, Above and Below. That life is fair should be the goal, for when we fail, we create the hole, the gap, the crack, the void, the breach, that gives such room for hate to preach. Now is too late for the being lives, without the strength to love or give, helpless from its early breaths, now seeking power without regret. But such a thing as a fool's endeavour won't make you strong, won't make you clever, for a void dug deep by a lack of care cannot be filled by what's not there. But the void does know what it still craves, love's first cards, dealt to the brave.
I don't know what that last part means, but I liked everything else.
Love's first cards are dealt to the brave.
Yeah.
So I will fall in love, is what I'm saying.
Well, no, which what you're saying.
I love that Freya is the main character of all storylines. Clearly about me.
I think I have the message in it, you've got to be brave to be open to fall in love.
Oh, that's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
So the first step is bravery.
I feel like that is very true in real life and not just in this game.
Well, I try to keep them lined up. Welcome back to another enthralling episode of Girls Who Don't DD. Don't DD?
DD.
Actually, I
forgot the name of the
DD all
show.
the time. It's cheaper than Uber. So
Yes.
Girls Who Don't D&D. Although we haven't recorded it yet, so enthralling might be a bit of a stretch. We'll just have to see what we come up with. Joining me are...
Indy playing Freya.
Stacey playing Kaa'Riin, Alana playing Morrigan.
We did a huge intro last time, so this one is super short because, there was a big cliffhanger and you're probably going to want to know what's been going on. So, I'm doing the only shout-out, and it's a tough one. All right, stay with me on this roller coaster. Allura 1170 or 1170 or 1001, Allura 1170 says, "Oh my gosh, your most recent episode was incredible." This is about an old episode. Had me in chills. I had to go back and listen to it 5 times. You guys do such an amazing job. And then, wait for this, gave us 3 stars out of 5.
What?
My question is, what the fuck are you going to do to earn 5 stars? What are you going to write about 5 stars? All right? I had an orgasm through my nose. 5 stars.
Did the episode get worse with each listen?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. But anyway, dear internet, please do not make this a thing where you say lovely things about us and then rate us really poor. It does.
That does hurt.
Yeah, it could hurt.
3 stars. That's only just about 50%.
60, what is that, 60%?
60%, yeah.
I don't like that at all.
That's painful. Anyway.
There are some funny ratings out there. I've seen recipe ones where someone's like, oh, I replaced this with this and this with this. So they made an entirely different recipe and then give the recipe 5 stars. It's like, well, you didn't make the recipe.
Your
though.
recipe.
That's a whole new thing.
Or they replace something with something you can't replace that thing with and give it 1 star because it turned out shit. It's like, well, no, that's on you.
Yeah. Well, look, that is only, from what I can tell, our second poor rating, or second non-5-star rating.
Oh,
We still have right back at the start, we have somebody who really didn't like us and said we sounded bad. Sounds bad is bad. I know they're not listening now.
Sounds bad is bad.
I know, it was actually nicely written. It was good.
Wasn't it?
That was a 1-star, and this is our only other non-5-star rating. If you're out there, Allura,
We're doing pretty
fix
well.
it. Fix it.
Allura, what the fuck?
You're bringing us down to like 4.8.
You're already on average.
As always, if you are loving our show in an actual nice way, please consider our growing Patreon. We're actually quite close to being able to make things a bit more professional, being able to do a few things. But anyway.
What's not professional about what we're doing now?
Just being interrupted would be one of them.
No amount of money can stop that from happening.
That's true. That's true. Or you could buy something from Fan Roll Dice or Mystery Dice Goblin. And you can find links on our website and on our socials to those sort of things. You just need to use the coupon code LEWT, L-E-W-T. But even a few dollars a month on Patreon might change things. I'll just say it like that in a sneaky voice. I'm just saying, I don't know what it also might not, but
No amount of money can silence me.
Anyway, we left our last episode with Freya in a deep pit with something loud and probably quite menacing. Her punishment for trying to steal from the good people of Gressop's markets. And strangely, suddenly being so bad at stealing. Interesting. As the aforementioned people from the market start to gather to watch Freya being torn limb from limb, her friends Kaa'Riin and Morrigan have just figured out where she might be and have arrived to help, if they can. They stand above and a little bit to the side of a giant electrified grate, 20 meters in diameter. I don't know why that's important, but you kept hassling me about it, so it's important. 20 meters in diameter. Ladies, are you ready to play?
Actually, I have some questions.
Oh, God.
Okay, so 20 meters in diameter, and then how deep is the pit? Because you just said multiple stories deep.
I did. So you got told how deep
There was 10 stories.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories
10?
underneath.
There's
The
10 stories underneath.
Okay.
Hitchhiker's Guide to Kaylee told you, yeah.
10 stories.
So
And
is there like an
here
audience
is the
around?
intro music playing.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
All right, so we rejoin Freya in this pit as the crowd, the people from the town start to arrive and find seats above the pit. Some of them bring seats. There's like bleachers, I think they're called, that sort of stuff. They wheel things into place.
Some fold-out chairs.
Yeah, it's not always there, but it's
Having
sort
such
of...
a good time.
Yeah.
Nosebleed section.
Look, yeah, honest, the people seem very happy.
Right.
Because as far as they're concerned, you're someone who came here to steal from them. So,
Yeah.
you know, how dare you? How dare you? And I should say, as far as I'm concerned, that's also what you did.
As far as
I think
the
it's
facts
fair.
are concerned.
Yeah, this is pretty accurate. So the pit you're in has a strangely flexible, almost bouncy floor, stained with body parts and blood of previous battles, and has these ropes that sort of crisscross from one side to the other. Quite a large arc to it. It's a little bouncy, like a...
You just built a
jumping
bouncy house.
castle?
I'm not going to lie. I thought about all the different types of fights I've seen in arenas, and they're always like dirty ground floors with dust
Yeah.
and something. Like, what if it was a jumping castle?
You've also taken, like, you know how the wrestlers will, like, jump back on the wire,
Yeah,
and, like,
Yeah.
spring
Swing
into
back.
action? You can just do that.
I did
Yeah,
originally
and
think of this as being a wrestling one, which me, you know, and I also thought that there were items back in Grussel's Ironworks that included a 300% leather belt that was good for
That's
wrestling.
right.
It was a wrestling belt, and you guys ignored it in order to steal other things.
One thing.
That's right. I thought you'd steal the smaller things and lean into the bigger things. I don't know, but no, you went straight to the top, and trouble was caused. Now, above you, Freya, is a huge electrified web of metal, too small to squeeze through. All right, even if you were up there, you'd be too small to squeeze through, and far too heavy for you to lift. And it provides a barrier between the spectators watching from above and this monstrosity that awaits you down here.
Yeah.
Because with a chilling roar,
Chilling roar.
the creature emerges from the shadows.
All right, paint a picture for me.
All right, here it is. Here it is.
What are you
Here's what I
tell
got.
us?
small and fluffy.
Oh, we've got this.
Fucking Furby.
That would send me off the edge.
No.
I would kick the crap out of that thing. I hate.
Oh, they're
They're
so
really
creepy.
Oh, they're creepy. Who designed that?
I don't know if I've got goosebumps now. All right. I almost wrote down
Here we
Furby,
go,
not
here we
Furby.
go.
Let's go. All right. Yeah.
It's hard to say.
It's a gorilla.
It's a
You wrote
grotesque.
it.
Well,
You could make it something easier to say.
I know. I really should have considered these two words together. A grotesque amalgamation.
Oh, that's fine. Grotesque amalgamate. Yeah.
Well, look at me, a grotesque amalgamation. Oh, I can say it so quickly over there.
So, did you? In,
Well, no, I
in
got
your
it wrong.
mockery of me.
I got it wrong
you
3 times.
killed
And
it.
2. I'm better at mocking.
And I'll just scroll.
Indeed, for real. I was lying
so
in bed
dying.
last night, 2.5 bottles of wine later. And I was like,
I am now a parody of myself.
still, I got a lot of mileage.
A grotesque amalgamation of twisted limbs, gnashing teeth, and razor-sharp claws. It looks like a twisted and stretched yeti.
Is gnashing spelt with a G?
It is.
Thank you.
I often pronounce it too. And gnashing.
Like Wednesday.
Yeah, I do that too.
I agree. That's how it should be pronounced. And gnashing teeth. Cheers and jeers fill the air as the battle begins. This creature is called the Thing Below, and it's a fairly horrid, savage creature with disproportionately long arms that drag along the ground behind it. It's covered in matted white hair, stands at an imposing height of about 10 feet, and possesses a hulking, muscular build. Its face is contorted into a pained and permanent menacing scowl, revealing its sharp fangs, gnashing fangs, and glowing ice blue eyes. Every word with G now. And it can move very quickly.
How quickly?
Well, let's find out. Roll initiative. Now, girls, you can roll initiative along with Freya, but, I mean, that's only if you figure out a way to join the fight since you're locked out.
19.
Oh, god damn it.
Wait, baby. That's my girl.
Well, we won't find out how fast it is just yet. Did you guys roll initiatives?
I'm consulting with my colleague here.
Yep.
Oh,
Do you have any water spells?
I was about to say.
I was like, yeah, here you go. Yeah, of course, but I rarely have water, but today I thought I'm going to drink away that wine. Water spells. No, I think I'm all about storms and
no
talking
worries.
to carrots.
I just didn't know if you had that tidal wave thing. Was that the monster that had it?
I think Cory tried to get me to get that.
yeah.
And you didn't.
And I chose the talking to plants. Because the idea of me talking to a carrot was far more funny than a tidal wave.
You went for the humour rather than the... Okay.
Here you are.
I can't wait to talk to a snow pea or something.
Oh, that'd be so cute too. I would imagine they've got a little hat too.
They so have a little hat.
Little
It's their
beanie.
little leafy hat. Oh.
Ladies, are you getting some initiative out of this? Are you joining the fray, or are you sitting back and watching?
Well, okay.
I mean, you're not really able to join, but...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. So I've worked out that the pit is 140 feet deep. So most of my range spells I can't actually join from a distance. So I'd have to... Right.
Hence the math.
Hence
This
the
makes
math.
sense. I was like, I love how you're really getting into this.
Yeah, why are you doing the math?
Yeah.
So I'd have to actually come in there to help you fight. But...
Come join the party.
Well, the thing is, Misty Step is only a certain distance too. So even if I Misty Step in, I'm still going to just like fall and get fall damage. Here's my thinking. We can try and convince the ogres to open the gate and let us in. Like, come on, more of a party, more of a fight. We can steal something to get ourselves thrown in. Or we can Misty Step and hope that we don't get too much damage when we fall in. Or we can just sit back and watch her reap the consequences of her actions. But we kind of...
I don't mind.
You're like, I got this.
How many hit points have we all got?
Oh, I'm sweet, actually. I think I got 32 out of 42.
All right, so you want to risk the fall and just join the fray?
I just feel like, why are we being punished for Freya's actions?
I know.
Because I asked her to steal it, and it was for you.
To the side
Correct.
of you...
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
fair.
we're rolling initiative. We're going in.
We're going in.
To the side of you is the mole man, and he hears you talking about some of this. He hears you in particular talking about the should we be punished for what Freya's done, and he's like, oh, is that her name? And just,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to see the end of Freya.
but you can see that he's sort of half-assing it. He doesn't seem to believe what he's doing, if that makes sense. He's
Oh, yes, here we are to see, another person who has been foolish enough to try and steal from the good people of Grassops. Yes, okay, wonderful.
And
Can we
he's
roll
sort of-
insight?
Yeah, sure, of course.
13.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet. +5. Okay, so 18.
Yeah, okay, well, you can see that, I think the best way to put it is this isn't something he likes.
Well, no, you already knew that.
He's in charge, though.
He was vibing
Well,
that.
yeah, but he
Why
doesn't
does he like
seem
it?
keen. He's looking around at people, sort of as people walk around. It is a people of the person of the people, one of those. And as people are walking
is he
around, he's like, "Hey, Janice, looking nice. It's good to see you." And he's like, "Oh, hey, Broloff, when are you going to invite me over for that? What's it called? I can't pronounce it. Jambalaya or something like that. It's delicious. It's great." And he's just like waving. He's very good at the people, but
I'm starting to sense this guy actually is a good person and doesn't have something sinister underneath him like all the others did.
just because he's well dressed.
And, you know, not a huge fan of public executions.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, no, because he's in charge. We've just assumed
Yeah.
everyone in charge, is
Charge is
bad.
He's bad,
but
yeah.
I actually think he might be good. Maybe he's the one that needs saving.
Okay, so we just ignore Freya and...
No, I'm not saying instead of... I'm saying we're in this community.
Okay.
Maybe it's actually him that needs saving.
Okay.
Not, you know how we usually save everyone from big
Yeah.
bad?
Okay.
Maybe this creature thing that we're fighting is actually controlling him.
Yeah.
he's still just waving off at people and like, "Hey, Salon, did you get your teeth fixed? It's nice. Grab a seat. Grab a seat."
All right, I'm just going to quickly look at him. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder.
Whoa, he flinches.
Yeah, that's a
He
lot of
flinches.
touching.
He flinches. He's not used to being touched.
Oh, so I just remove it. Go, hey, it's all good.
Oh, hey, hi.
I just want to let you know you're doing a really good job.
I don't know you. I know everybody. And he's
Yeah,
still
no, when
pointing
you're
out
here,
people.
and just from my objective observations, you're doing a really good job, bud.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen a lot of crappy leaders, and you are doing wonderfully.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. I'm a tough gig. But anyway, but did you want a seat? There's a couple of spares.
We're going to get a front row seat, and then I misty step into the...
Oh, you're gone.
Phew!
Ooh.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
do you know her? He says
I do,
to
and I'm so
Kaa'Riin.
sorry. You're doing a great job, but I'm going to go with, and we're going to give everyone a real good show. We're going to save her. You get it, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone needs to be saved.
Yeah. But I'm coming back for you in a good way.
His
This
eyes
is not a
widen.
threat. This is not a threat.
His eyes widen because you're so good at threatening things.
no, not a threat.
Are you all together? That whole
Yeah.
little
Anyway,
thing.
for the crowd, my name's Kaa'Riin. That was Morrigan.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah. Spruik it up. That's fine, but we are going in. You understand?
Did you steal anything? Because you don't have to go in unless that's why she's there. The guards, you know, the Gardenias.
Yeah. Love those guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to yell. They were in cahoots.
Fuck up, Freya!
That's how we do things around here, though. If you steal something, they just have to pop a little teleport on you, and off you go. You get teleported in. So easy. It's a quick
Meanwhile,
way.
I'm like falling into the pit,
Oh,
and I'm
whoa,
like,
whoa,
"Are
whoa,
you
whoa,
ready to rumble?"
Morrigan, shush. Freya, shush. What's that about the teleportation?
Yeah, it's just a little device they tap on the back of you, and in you go. I can give you one of those if you really want to go in.
Does it bring you out as well?
Oh, no, it's a one-way trip. No one comes out of this pit, which is the part I don't like, to be honest with you. Anyway, we've been doing this
Why are we
for
doing
so
this then?
long. Oh, it's tradition, and you know how people are with things they're comfortable with. Also, why are you talking to me from so far away? Do you know her? She's very chatty for someone who's about to be eaten.
Can you please make that echo somehow?
It will.
Can those teleportations be used to get to, say, I don't know, Mystical Island? What was it actually called?
Crucian's
Island.
Oh.
When you went Mystical Island, I went,
She's like, Mystical Island, that's where we're trying to go.
That's where we're going.
He actually looks off to the horizon and says, to the island. I dream of such things. I just wanted to be an adventurer, a traveller, that sort of person.
Aw.
But, you know, family business and all.
Well,
Been
join
doing this for
us.
centuries.
Join us!
I'm
We can
not-
all go together. I promise it'll be happy.
He looks at Kaa'Riin and says, I'm not going in there. No one's...
Well, take me out.
No one comes out. Well, no one comes
Duh.
out. No one comes out the way they go in. Let's put it that way.
Why?
Because you stole from the good people of Aggressive. And they all cheer again.
But they're not good people. They're fake dwarves.
Wow. She looks back at Cory and goes, does she know she's playing the heel?
Yeah,
She's doing that and the crowd boos. Ooh, yes. Boo her for Freya. Oh, the evil. Yes.
Fine, I'll just have to kill your creature.
Anyway, I can get you in there. I still can't hear most of what you say from down there.
Okay.
Can't believe I wasted a misty step when I could have got teleported.
Oh, that's right. They're limited. Yeah, can I please have a teleportation device?
He waves at one of the security gardenias who wheels over because he's like, have you seen this? They got wheels.
I have. You look very dashing.
It's amazing. It did cost a lot of people their jobs because people used to have to carry those pots around. So we now have a huge number of unemployed people. So we have to deal with that. But I'll find a way. I always do. I look after everyone here. For years. But anyway, here comes one now, and you ready?
Why do you always put a bad spin on the good things I do?
Those
We're
are
just trying to help people.
Yin and yang, baby.
Sorry, okay, right. So I'm going to teleport down to save a Misty Step. Can we Misty Step out? That's actually too far.
Yeah.
It is too
I've
far.
already done the math on that. We're kind of screwed there.
Yep,
Yeah.
good mathing.
So we got to win.
Got to win.
So you're off. You don't have anything else to say to...
No. He's only brought it over to me, then you've put a damper on my union. Oh, well, I mean, I think those pots still need to be cleaned and fertilised. How about they do that instead?
You know, that's a one. Do you want a job? Would you like to replace me? I mean, as I said...
Do you replace me?
Look, you get lovely clothes. You look amazing. But there's a little bit of underground work occasionally to keep everyone happy. But it would give me the chance to finally find my way out into the clouds, into the dreams. Honestly, I'd just like to float away from here sometimes, wouldn't you?
I would love to. And I'm going to make
She
that
will
happen
take
for
your
you.
job if you let us
Freya,
out.
No! Freya, shh. Fucking
I'm lying.
He can hear you.
Oh, shit.
I heard some of that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so what were you asking?
I don't know. Freya's being a real brat down there. Okay. Are you in love? Have you ever been in love?
Oh, with the dreams, yes, with the dreams that I have. Don't you all love your dreams? You just think that that's the future, the hope that you have for something beyond what you become?
I don't know. My memories are only about 6 days old. I don't know if I had any dreams. However, not important. This is about me. This is about you.
I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my memories are just the same 6 days over and over again. Get up, go to work, make sure everyone's happy. Hey, beach! Looking good, looking good. And you're just waving again at people as they find more ways to seats.
Okay. Is there any other way, any way at all you know to get to that island?
I know how to get to the island. You see, my family knew what my dreams were.
Yeah.
And look, I'll just say this. The only thing stopping us is that thing below. And the huge grate. But we could probably get that open. You just have to get rid of that creature, and I'll find a way to get us out of here.
So we're going to kill it.
Now, he's gone very quiet when he says this. Okay, and he's looking a little nervously around. I do love these people, but it's my time.
It is your time. You deserve to follow your dreams, and I'm going to make that happen for you.
The Gardenia taps you on the back with a teleportation device. They don't work straight away, by the way. They take a little bit. You can walk away a little bit before you even know you've been caught.
Nice.
So everyone thinks, oh, yeah, I got away with it. Sweet.
Yeah.
Easy. That was awesome. And then you disappear and you reappear on the ground right next to Freya. And you notice as well, it's kind of spongy like a
You
jumping
didn't let
castle.
me do my exit.
There's a special exit when you were vanishing?
Yeah, I was knowing that teleportation was close on me. I was actually going to start walking backwards towards the pit to make it look like I was just going to jump down there.
Well, the grate's still closed, so you would have just landed on the pit.
Oh,
on the
grate.
Now I want to see that. You walk back and freedom! And then just
Gets
go
electrocuted.
bang. And then disappear.
I thought it'd be cool to walk back and come back for you. Oof.
So he watches you lie down on the grate, get a mild electrocution.
I was just near the edge. I hadn't touched the grate. There was no grate touching.
And now
Stop
you
putting that there.
reappear lying down.
No, I don't do that.
But you do hit this thing and bounce up to your feet.
Okay,
It's
I'm rolling
bouncy.
initiative.
Okay, 2 more initiatives for me because you've joined the fray.
Okay.
And the Freya. See what I
17
did
plus
right
1.
there?
I like it.
Yeah. Wow. Going well there. Morrigan and Kaa'Riin.
15 to 16.
All right. Well, the good news is that somehow, even though the thing below knows the fight is on and only lives to fight, somehow is surprised by your emergence. Maybe it's been a while. It's been a while since somebody tried to steal things for Gressips. And if you look around on the ground, there's not any fresh blood. So I would say this is a pretty good deterrent for most people. And they haven't had to do this for a while. And it's probably also why there are a lot of people suddenly turning up, because this is brand new and exciting, and they may not even have seen this in quite a few years. Freya, you are going first. The creature has just come out from who knows where, actually. There are no doors. It's almost like it
It teleported down.
quite possibly.
Oh, there's no doors.
No doors around the edges, no.
Okay, so we're just
The
going to
only way
What are its hit
out is
points?
this grate above.
We don't get to know.
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
insight to hit points.
Yeah, it has. Let's just call it many.
17's pretty good.
It has more than that. Is that what you're asking?
Damn. Trying to survive here.
And you're not getting an answer from me. What would you like to do with this snarling, gnarling
Yeti.
creature in front of you, dribbling, slobbering, roaring, angry?
Well, obviously it's going to try and kill us, so I'm going to try and kill it first.
Yay.
I'm going to use my sword of deception.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing?
I'm going to throw a booming blade on it.
Oh, excellent. At least this time she didn't go for her axe, which she has not had and never will have.
Get my axe. You don't have an axe. It's not my axe. It's not her axe yet.
All right, so I'm going to try and attack one of its arms.
Oh, okay. Just going for an arm.
Because it said there's some like claws attached to it, and I don't want to get one of them around
That
my
makes
bodies.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
So-
right. So let's see if you can hit it.
Great. I'll have a roll. Fuck.
So good then?
Yeah.
Fuck. 4.
Wait, but what about your plus? You're
It's not
attacking
going to
with a
matter.
sword.
It's not gonna,
Fuck.
she
Plus
doesn't
8?
have enough. It's a lovely amount you've
9,
added.
10, 11, 12. That's a lot.
That's a lot. It isn't enough.
Fuck.
You have correctly summarised the situation.
You had one job. One job. This
Do you want
is
the dice
hurting.
jail?
This is really, yes, fuck you. This is really fucking hurting. I was so committed to this idea. I didn't use a sneak attack. I was going to, this is a sensible option. Use your sword. Add a booming blade. I just got fucked over.
Dice in jail and a swing and a miss. There's a swooshing sound as the
And now
sword.
I look like an idiot in front of all these people.
There is
Don't worry,
laughter.
guys.
There is laughter, communal laughter too. The worst kind of laughter
That's
is
the worst part is the being laughed at.
Point and laugh. Man.
You just sit down and
there
give up.
was a lovely whistling sound as the sword hit nothing. It feels different. It feels like it's not the sword you knew.
Yes.
There's a weight difference to it or
Yes,
something.
also that.
So maybe it's not back to full health or something along those lines.
Sorry, sword. I let you down. So, but you probably needed a rest anyway, so maybe that was a good thing.
Morrigan, would you like to rest any of your things?
Please do.
We ought to take our weapons and put them down for a nap. Blanket on them.
We have to recharge before we go to battle. Can we just pause this, guys? Come back in about 25.
If you want a real
They're
show, we're going to
solar
need to rest
charged.
this. They're solar charged.
Yes, I am going to use my new cantrip, Mind Sliver, which is an intelligence 15 saving throw for you.
Oh, okay. I have some great news for you. This thing does not have a great deal of intelligence.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Hey, it dodged you easily enough. I rolled a 4, which probably wouldn't have been enough on its own, but with the -3 attached. That's a 1 for me.
So what, -3 on intelligence it has.
Yeah, intelligence of 4 total.
Good to know.
Not a
-3
thinker.
intelligence. Let's keep that going. All right. So
He's just a mass at this point, isn't he? He's just-
Been bred for one purpose. or raised to one purpose would be more accurate, sadly.
oh, creepy.
Oh.
I don't care.
It's too late.
Don't give me this orphan sob story
No,
again.
definitely has a family, but this one thing was raised to dodge your one shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this spell does 2 things.
Yes.
So it drives a disorientating spike of psychic energy into the mind of a creature and will do 2d6 of psychic damage, but it will also make the creature have to subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
All right, so you need to hit it with something with a saving throw, and you've got a nice little combo going there. Do you want to roll the 2d6?
Yes, I will roll the 2d6 because I have like 9 d6s. So
Just prepared for fireball situations.
pretty much. All right, 2d6 of psychic damage. It will take a 6 plus 5, so a 11. And
11 damage.
Oh my God, everything you do is so strategic.
Yeah.
I'm in it to not die.
It reels back and holds its head with its exceptionally lanky hands. Looks rather awkward. And I mean, these are big, long hands. So it's 10 foot tall. The hands are probably close to 15.
Ew.
Yeah,
I got
so-
goosebumps. That's so gross.
And I still couldn't hit it.
I hate it.
I had 15 feet to work with.
They were dragging on the ground.
That's so true.
But it is in pain for the moment. Kaa'Riin, you are next.
Okay, I'm going to rage out.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yes.
Great choice.
All right, I'm going to rage out. I'm going to get my Melance's axe, and we're going to start swinging.
Excellent. Historically known as Melankai's axe, we just recently found out.
Oh, we've got the pronunciation
that's
wrong.
right.
Yeah.
Well, my axe was actually named after one of our artists,
I
wasn't
know.
it?
And then in the world, the law is actually different. So
That is interesting.
no real reason.
I thought there was some kind of cool backstory there, but you're just fucking with the pronunciations
Yeah,
for
it's a
some
name
reason.
that's changed a lot over time.
Oh, like Craig and Craig,
Yes. It increases the, the mystery,
the ancientness of it.
the ancientness, which is the right language to use in that situation. I love your ancientness.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
BTW FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustral implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Okay, now I'm at a level 7,
Correct.
but I've got two options. It's a level 5 or a level 10.
Let's go with the 10.
So I guess we should just bump it up to the 10.
That's 5 it is, yes.
Okay.
Round down.
The axe can knock an enemy back 5 feet on a successful hit.
Yes.
Just so you know. I'm going to read the description again because I think people may have forgotten what it.
You have forgotten.
Okay, it's me.
But I mean, they're with you. They're right now going, oh, that's lovely. I didn't
People
know.
might want to hear it.
People might want to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, you've forgotten. All right, you called me on that. The true nature and power of this weapon is difficult to ascertain.
Yes.
In its time, it has been both a double-headed and a single-headed axe. Now, I didn't know that.
It can snap pieces out.
I didn't realise.
It's like it's always been able to have things added to it.
Yeah. Have we got the 3 that the
Axe cannon.
Yes.
The axe cannon,
spell-
axinator, axe
Axinator.
hole.
anything but an
You
axe
have
hole.
that. Yeah, you have that.
Oh.
It's got no spells in it. I mean, it's not been attached yet.
I have
Alright.
spells that I could pop in there.
Yeah, but you can cast them anyway. But this is like as a
Yeah, you're
bonus.
right.
As a bonus action, you get to do it. So you can cast 2 things. So you can cast one, and you can cast another.
Oh,
It can have someone else's spell put inside it. It can have a spell put inside it that you just stole from someone else.
Like fireball. I could put fireball inside it for you.
Wait, can she do that?
Yes.
Oh, how good. All right.
Just
Slide
not
me my axe.
now.
Yeah. Why?
It'll take time to do these
all right.
things. Yeah, but it can.
For future reference, we've got this.
Look, I mean, I'm sure while it's someone else's turn, I can load my weapon.
You could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, it's my turn and I can't do that.
No.
Okay.
You don't have the Axinator Axe Hole 3000. Freya's
correct.
still got that. So the first thing you got to get out.
It's so bad.
I know.
It's so bad.
I wanted to name it something that made you cringe.
Yeah.
Success.
Hole. Tick. It can do good things, but it's a hole.
When double-headed, the axe requires
Oh, here we
2
go.
hands to use, but when scaled down, it becomes a more agile single-handed weapon.
It does.
When attuned to its bearer, that's moi, the axe grows in power along with them. So,
As you add things to her, it gets better.
yeah,
Yeah.
but pronounced as a double-headed axe with my energy.
Yes.
Alrighty.
And raging. Okay, so how did you go with your attack there as you swing Melance's axe? It's got a lot of names.
Okay, sorry, so 8 plus 6 is
14.
14.
Oh, so close, yet so far. A swing and another miss. 16's a little bit more agile than you would have thought.
Is how I imagine it.
Like one of those things at the car sales.
The wavy Davies.
God damn, why are you so agile?
He manages to dodge you, and but you have pissed him off.
Okay.
Well, between the 3 of you, you've managed to piss off a thing that's already permanently pissed off. So roars out loud, as it always does. It likes to roar. So he reaches out to the first thing he can find, and in this situation, it's Kaa'Riin having most recently swung at him, and he just grabs you and picks you up and throws you. You need to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. So you have to beat 15 with your Constitution.
If I'm raging, do I get any advantage with that?
Nothing at all with that one. You're being thrown.
That's really high.
That is very high.
She's
So,
not.
well,
My
You're rolling
constitution
con saves
bonus.
because the thing below is so horrible to look at that you physically can't stomach it, which makes it easier for it to grab you and throw you. What's your Constitution
And
modifier?
it's different to the top one. It's the saving throw section.
It's +4, thank God.
Yes.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's
we have
good.
a chance, girls.
All
We
right.
have a chance.
All right. Roll high.
16.
Oh, very nice, very nice. It does still throw you,
Yeah.
but you land well instead of taking any damage. And trust me, that would have been a lot of damage. I would have needed a lot of dice. But the crowd still loves it, even though you land well.
Yeah.
But you don't get smashed into the wall.
Because it's good entertainment.
It's good entertainment.
It is.
When he
Yeah.
threw me and then I landed, could I like roll like somersault and then stop, hand on the ground, look up, and then intense eye contact?
Yes.
You can indeed do that, but you are now out of range for your next attack, so that will be something you have to solve. We are back to Freya already.
Or the creature.
That was the creature.
That was the scratch
She didn't
that.
throw herself.
Hey, all right. Yeah. All right.
I only do that when I'm throwing myself at men.
Yeah. She want to make a
Or
show
women,
of this.
whatever.
Yeah.
I assume though that the width of this arena is no wider than the grate up
20
top.
meters.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking because you said she was out of
20
range.
meters measured to the millimeter. There were engineers who worked on this project for quite some time. In fact, they did it for a reason, but
65 feet. Fuck. Okay.
All right, I'm going to cast something because that will definitely work. Will it?
okay. No. Definitely is not a word we use a lot around here.
I'm going to throw some acid.
Yeah, throw
Acid
some acid.
splash.
Ooh.
Just a little splash of
Just
acid.
splash it. Just a
All
splash
right.
it.
Fling some acid.
You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose one or two creatures. Ooh.
There's only one here.
Attack me. Ooh, let's mix it up. Crowd, what do you think?
Freya starts clapping.
Joking.
Acid.
They hate you, remember? You were not nice to them.
Maybe I can get them on my side.
You can keep trying.
All right. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage.
All right. What's the amount that he has to beat?
The spell's damage increases by 1d6.
Well, yeah, let's just see if it actually managed to
What's
hit.
the
Oh, okay.
DC what?
What was it?
13.
Dex 13.
13.
He does that comfortably as he
what
wavy
a
davies his
flog.
way out of the road.
Hold on. Sorry. Your character, your enemy just did a save, but they have to minus 1d4 because of the effect of my spell.
Oh, yeah, it will not affect it in this situation. My total roll was actually a 22 when I included his dexterity. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
It was not a 22, it was a 21.
Yeah.
He's quite dexterous, just really, really dumb.
So, well, that's it. Well,
It's over, people. I've missed twice.
okay.
I'm
and-
packing it up.
Yeah. I'm also going to take this axe hole
Oh, okay.
out of my pocket
Yes, chuck it to me.
and throw it to Kaa'Riin.
Dexterity.
Give me a dexterity check to see.
See how good I am at this game now?
Ah. Do I need dexterity?
Yeah, I want to see if you throw it well and she catches it well.
Oh,
So
fuck.
what's your throw there?
Sorry, it just hit something. Should I redraw?
Nope.
Okay.
How'd you go this time? Was it another fuck roll?
It was another. It was. Oh, no. Look, it's below average, but let's just see. Dexterity. So 8 plus 4.
It's not a great throw, but it's not a bad throw. It's close enough to catch.
15 plus 1.
Ah, it's a great catch. A cracking catch.
She makes it. She does the unnecessary thing that Australian kids do when they play cricket, which is they catch it and then she dives to the side to make it look more exciting, like it was a classic catch. I don't know if they do that in other sports around the world.
Catch. Yes.
That's so
but
true.
Catch the ball first and then make
And
it
then
look
make
like
a
you've done
dive.
something impressive. Morrigan, we're back to you.
How close to this thing am I?
So you are probably out of range of its reach at this stage. That also means you can't whack it back too. It can hit you from further away than you can hit it.
Yeah, it's got those long ass arms.
It does.
Okay, I would like to use my magical mini staff of many pieces
Okay.
for the first time ever.
Just the top half.
Just the top half. So basically, it has 3 things it can do, but I can use one of these things once a day.
Yes.
So, I would like to use its bless function, which allows me to bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range. Oh shit, I didn't look at range. Hold on.
You're all close enough.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to bless the 3 of us, which basically just means, for reference, girls, on your next attack or saving throw, you guys can add a D4 to whatever you've rolled. And then I'd like to just move back a little bit so that I'm definitely out of his range.
That will put you up against the wall.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not going to move. We're fine. It's fine.
That does put us straight over to Kaa'Riin, who are now feeling energized and blessed.
# blessed. I stand up because I was just looking intensely into someone's eyes.
Yeah. Oh, when you landed as well, I mean, it would have been a bit of a bouncy landing because this whole thing is so it's like smooth, but also you wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's suspension.
Yeah, you felt. That's probably why you weren't injured.
Yeah.
If it got you to the wall, it would have hurt.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Just didn't quite fling you far enough.
Suspension saved me, absorbed it. Okay, so I'm back up and I'm running straight towards him because I'm still raging out.
Okay.
I'm going to take a second swing, feeling like this is my lucky chance.
All right. What do you got for me?
Obviously, I'm going to swing at one of those lanky arms because.
I
Actually, no.
Yes.
Because they clearly are moving too quick and they're like cooked spaghetti the way they're just like.
Oh, I just assumed they were dragging along the ground.
Yeah, I'm going.
Until he gets attacked, and then he goes full wavy gravy and just
wavy gravy.
gets out of the road.
All right, I'm just gonna attack with the torso.
Alrighty. Don't forget your bonus from being blessed.
Yep. Which means a D4.
Yeah.
And that is this little triangle that we rarely get to use. 17 plus 6.
This does hit. Your axe embeds itself into the torso of this creature, and its head flails back. It screams up. Its 15 feet worth of hands go high into the air. How much damage do you do?
18.
That's actually a pretty good hit. And this poor thing.
What's poor thing get for?
Well, you only decided it was horrible because it was, roaring at you and had teeth that gnarled. But other than that, and ganashed.
Ganashed and gnarled at me, and I was not a fan.
It's very, very angry now and would like to hurt somebody. You're, again, the closest. It's going to make 2 attacks with its big, lanky claws, flailing around at you.
Uh-huh.
But it gets to do 2 of those. Okay, do a 23 and a 25 hit you, he says knowingly.
Oh, they're attacking 2 hits, 2...
Yep. That is 22 points of damage.
Ooh.
Shit.
That's not ideal.
That's okay.
And can you give me another Constitution check? This time you're trying to beat a DC 16.
No, 3 plus 4, 7.
You're now frozen in a contorted shape as you take that hit for 1 full round. You'll miss your next turn. The audience loves this. The freeze can be broken by another player if you want to come over and try and punch into it with a good strength check or a burst of heat or something like that. It obviously looks like you're frozen. I don't know if you really want to risk lighting her up.
I'll just wait it out.
But
I think the girls have got this.
Don't want me to throw a fireball at you?
No, don't worry about it.
Crowd goes nuts. They love it, even though it's starting to rain a little bit above, so the ground is starting to be a bit slippery where you are.
Why would you make that happen?
I don't know. Why would I make that happen? Just to make things more difficult, I guess. Just cruel, cruel man. And the crowd, I think it just shows the crowd loves this so much. They won't even leave when the rain starts coming down. Yep. Umbrellas start going up.
All right.
And it is back to Freya's turn. This thing's doing some damage.
Well, it's quite busy now. So I'm going to use my sneak attack.
All right. Tell me how you're going to get in a position where it won't see you.
All right. Well, obviously it's just like thrown, and it probably wants to look at what it's done. Observe. So it's looking at Kaa'Riin, and I'm going to...
Well, she came back over.
It's still looking.
Yeah. Well, it's just been... it's probably looking at the axe that's, frozen but wedged into its belly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm going to sneak around the back of it,
Okay.
where its eyes aren't.
So, well, you haven't been there yet. You don't know that for sure.
Oh.
If you get around the back and there are
I
2
get around
eyes,
the
they'll
back,
go,
no eyes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my booming blade, Sword of Deception, and I'm going to crush it this time.
Okay. Remember, you are blessed.
And I'm blessed. Okay.
Did you just hashtag blessed?
That came out that way. It came from the depths.
How did you go?
Lucky I'm blessed. Because it's only a 7. But I'm also going to roll
Pointy.
Which is not a good roller, by the way.
No.
It kind of more just drops.
It's a lander.
plus
It's
2.
a lander.
Plus 2.
So that's 9. Plus
Yeah, you're going to need more.
8.
And that is absolutely enough to hit it, yes.
Okay.
The Sword of Deception.
Step
Feeling
1,
slightly stronger from a
complete.
little bit of rest.
We're heading into phase 2.
Phase 2 is damage time. All right, this is when you go and get a whole bunch of dice ready.
Okay. Now I do the things.
So check your booming blade first and your sneak attack and then put them all together.
For fuck's sake. This is so much maths. Fuck, they were good rolls. Holy, I love this part. It's like I feel like a millionaire, but I'm not. But look at all my money. It's
So true.
Shiny rock.
It's like holding a
Hit
head of
him up.
coins.
Let's go.
27.
That's a big hit.
That is a good hit.
And the
Solid effort.
sword stabs deep into its back. Now it's got an axe in the front and a sword in the back. And the crowd gasps because I've never really seen anybody manage to get that many hits on this thing. It's so quick and moves around so fast normally and freezes people, obviously.
How many points was that taken off?
Oh, it's got none of your business.
I've been adding.
I know how much it's lost. That doesn't really help you if you don't know how much it's got left.
Well, how much has it lost, just out of curiosity?
Somewhere in the 50, 60 range.
Do you need to go to the toilet?
I haven't seen you make a movement in a while. Yes.
No, today's game I wore a
bladder
nappy, so
movement.
what are you thinking?
I wore nappies.
I'm ready for a full day. That's gross.
Yeah, Cory, go and fix that up now.
No, I got you all nappies with our logo on it. You can get it at the merch store. As this thing screams, you notice something else happening right next to it. There's a bit of a tinkling noise, like a tap dancing noise, I guess you could say, and suddenly Loot appears right next to this creature. And he's wearing a pair of boots.
The jumping boots.
He's wearing some boots because he realised that the only way he could get down here to help you was to go and steal some stuff. So he headed back. And hey, he doesn't feel good about it.
Oh.
Okay, no, he doesn't feel good about it, but he's here to help.
Oh,
Okay, so Loot has landed.
Great, now we're going to have to protect him too.
Well,
I think he's
maybe
going
I'll
to protect us all.
you. But you haven't been hit too hard yet, but he has got that staff which can heal people. The first thing Loot does is to dodge out of the way of the monster. He sort of rolls out of the way, or jumps because he's wearing these boots. They do make a little bit of tinkling noise as they tap away, and he can either get advantage on dexterity checks or double jump his normal jumping height, which for something as small as Loot, a mouseling, about knee-high size, a bit higher than a knee, isn't going to get him very far. Right now, he's going to make a dexterity check and instantly roll out of reach of the creature. And he has rolled a crit. Or a quit, as I like to call
Goob
it
is
now.
pretty
He's a good
lucky.
roller even when it's me. He's used up one of my crits. He dodges beautifully and does a sort of roll. The feet help him. The shoes help him. And he is off to the side. He has his staff there. And he looks at each of you and gives you a little nod. He's got that determined face on.
Cute.
Adorable little
So
fool.
cute. Adorable little Damn you.
Follow us into danger.
Morrigan, you see Loot do that. He's just got himself a little bit to the side. What would you like to do?
Well, I was a little frustrated that there was a fourth person here because of my careful spell and fireball. But apparently, since I've become level 5, it's 4 creatures now anyway. So
That works out nicely.
0 shits given. So,
What are you doing then?
well, I'm going to cast fireball because I was going to kind of slowly up the ante, but now that Loot's potentially in danger, I'm just going to go ham.
Full ante.
So I'm going to do a 3rd level fireball. I'm going to use my spend a sorcery point to do it as a careful spell.
Getting
I'm
fancy.
paying attention.
Getting fancy.
Which will mean that 4 creatures of my choice will not be damaged by this fireball.
Who do you choose?
Myself, Loot, Freya, and
And
Kaa'Riin.
the thing below? No, okay. It's worth a try.
And yeah, I'm gonna cast fireball at this creature. You need to roll a Dex 15
Okay.
saving throw.
Ooh, he does not
Okay,
get out of
awesome.
the way of the fireball.
So, at a 3rd level, it is 8d6 of damage.
So how'd you go?
35 damage. Fireball
Okay.
damage.
We're up to 98 points of damage.
I know, still alive, still kicking,
Fuck.
fighting something powerful for a change, people. Anything else you'd like to do, having just launched a ball of fire across this chamber? It hits it right smack in the middle. Somehow the fire splits away so it doesn't hit Freya, who's standing behind. And it would have had to hit Kaa'Riin a little bit. So Kaa'Riin, lucky enough for you, yeah, it'll knock you out of the frozen state that you were in.
Hey, what a happy accident.
That's so nice.
That worked out well, didn't it? I'd
That
forgotten
worked
about
out
that.
very well, thank
The crowd
you.
is stunned by this, and some of them
That was strategic.
are turning. All right.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, so that's what you're going to do with the rest of your turn? Work the crowd.
Yeah, schmooze the crowd a little.
You take your eyes off the creature for a second and walk around and look. You know how they're wrestling when you look away. Yep, you look away from the actual person who could hurt you, and give it enough time to hurt you. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah. So my arms are up and I'm looking up at the crowd. I'm like, "Are you not entertained?"
And they are cheering, and some of them are hastily making cardboard signs to write their names on.
Morrigan. Morrigan.
They don't pick up on your own cheer though. You're just left there on your own with that one.
Do you have another one of those like catchy things like "We won't grow"?
That was his, and it was
sorry,
brilliant.
I'm for the crowd. I'm with them. I'm again you. It is Kaa'Riin's turn, having defrosted right in front of this
All right,
beast.
so I shake my head, when you're like a dog out of water.
Oh, that's cute.
But has that stopped my rage, is the question.
No, you're still angry.
Okay.
In fact, I reckon that would make you angrier.
Okay, good.
Double rage.
All right, we're back in, but
Playing Aussie D&D, so now you're pissed off, mate.
I'm real pissed off. Well, I've got no choice but to keep raging out, I think. I've got to keep attacking, keep that anger alive. And he is looking pretty in pain. I think I'm still blessed for a whole minute, so we're good.
It's only been 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to think because...
6 seconds worth of blessed.
All right, so I'm rolling to hit.
Sounds great. How did it go?
It's a 3. I don't think no amount of bless is going to help me in
No,
this.
you know what
I'm
the
not
problem
even
is?
gonna bother.
The sword's still wedged in its chest, and it's been really hard for you to get it out. So instead of managing to get another attack off, your sword is still stuck in there. I'm going to let you do a little bit of damage. Damn it.
Axe.
Fuck it. Your axe is still... I know, I did the Freya. This is what you do to people.
Look who fucked up now.
Really frayed that one, didn't you? She's a verb now.
Damn it. Anyway, of course, the axe is wedged in its chest, and maybe you had trouble getting it out. And you've got it out now, but the attack was pathetic by comparison now, because you had too much momentum in the wrong direction. That's a shame. Anything else you'd like to do? You can move.
Can I kick him?
You could kick him for no damage whatsoever.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to kick him anyway, just out of fucking spite.
You know you can turn into things. You've got all these powers.
But you also have that thing where you can grow claws.
Oh, that's
Don't
not
you?
as powerful. Yeah,
Okay.
you're primal savagery, but it's not as powerful as...
It's just more pretty looking.
It's just, it's just sexier.
Crowd will love it.
Yeah. Or would they love a big brown bear?
I don't know. You're telling the
You're
story.
the audience, aren't you?
Are you polling the audience?
I haven't seen what you turned into yet. You can't just ask before you turn. Hey, audience.
Yes, I can.
If I turned into a bear, would you all like it?
Yeah, I can do that because I still got a bit of my turn.
All right. What are you
Hey,
doing?
audience! Who wants to see a big brown bear? Who's with me?
And the audience, as one, answers, "You all right?" Okay. Not
What
impressive.
about a fucking huge snake with tits?
That brings them out because this is more of a wrestling crowd. So they are keen to see Titty Snake.
And then I turn. Can I turn? I can turn, yeah.
Yeah.
I can turn into a
you've done it
giant
once already
constrictor
today.
snake. That's fine. I got 3 with big tits.
Okay, so before its very eyes, the creature sees you turn into a giant snake with a curvaceous attitude, and is a little surprised.
How giant is this giant snake?
It's fucking huge, and also has 60 hit points. So
That will help you.
Oh, that's so good.
each boob is at least worth 20 each.
Druid's awesome.
I know.
Well, hopefully it'll help you right now, because that does take us to the beast's turn, and it, as impressive as that is, that you've done that right in front of it, it is terrified a little bit, and it goes into its frigid frenzy. A frigid frenzy. There you go, I said it properly.
You really could have doubled down on the Australian then. A fucking frigid frenzy.
Well, that's why I didn't
Yeah.
right there, because that's beyond me, beyond my best abilities. It, instead of making 2 attacks, claw attacks on you, Kaa'Riin, it now gets to make 4. But at a reduced attack rate, it's just going crazy, hands and arms.
Is it like when one of those, a cat goes and like really fast and taps?
It is very close to that, so it's very cute. It just taps you really, really fast, but does less damage. So here are 4 attacks against you.
Fuck.
First one misses. 21, a 16, and a 13. So they all 3 hits.
Yep, so that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that has taken 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 points.
Jesus!
Why would I give you 50 points? I haven't rolled anything.
Oh, is that what
That was
were
just
they
to
hit
see.
points?
No, that was just to see if I hit.
I thought it was damage. Forget that. least can we just at least acknowledge how fast I was with that?
That was
math?
really good.
That was by hand. There was no calculator involved.
That was
all
that was
good.
primary school way we were going to carry the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right, but
Okay,
meaningless.
so it is 12.
That's better than 50.
That's way better than 50.
I like that number. I like that number.
That's only we've only just
You also
started. I
said
know
chill about it. And that's 50 points of damage.
I was just more like still reeling off the quick math. I was like,
Yeah. I'm at a math high right now.
Yeah, these two. I don't know what these two are doing over here. They're trying
sorry.
to because
Sorry.
we are only halfway through the rolling.
Oh.
So if you could just
But
if
is
you
that
just hold
12 in
on.
total so far?
That's 12 cold damage. So it's a frigid frenzy attack.
What's cold damage?
Well, it makes you feel cold, but some creatures don't like that, so it could be far worse. Fortunately
I'm
for
a
Kaa'Riin,
snake.
yeah, she doesn't really have any problems with cold damage. She's
Yeah,
cold-blooded.
cold-blooded. She's like, I got this. It doesn't say cold resistant on there, so that's good for me. 12 and another 16.
28.
Damn.
There she is. Been practicing
She's
at
in
home.
tune.
Been rolling dice and adding them up for weeks. And the crowd again goes raw. Geez, it's right on the fence to which one they like the most at this stage. They like the thing below a fair bit, but they also don't mind that you guys have done some cool moves. I think they're 50-50.
I bet they are.
So
50-50.
my snake self jiggles her boobs a little. She like shimmies.
Next
Just
round,
the shimmy does impress
it'll
a few
be
people.
70-30, and then they'll all be on our side. That's just how it works here.
I don't know. They still remember how much you badmouthed them at the start.
That's
It is
right.
back to Freya, and you see the at the top of the grate above the well-dressed mole man calling out, "And there she is, the mighty Freya. What do you think of her?" And the crowd has this sort of mumbling half boo and a couple of cheers. But you also notice he backs away as they're all cheering and sort of leaves your sight.
The creature.
The well-dressed mole man.
Oh, he's scared of me. I'm going to rule this
Why
thing.
is that you're always like, I don't know what this is, but I assume it's related to me directly. So
I think he's sneaking out, girl.
He is. They're distracted. He's running away. But he's
but
supposed
what do
to
you
take
got?
us to Misty Island. All right. I'm going to use my bird.
Oh, the Raven.
Yes.
Oh, long time no see.
I know.
This is getting pretty crowded.
Yeah.
Bring in the Raven.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the bird. I'm going to see what the mole man's up to.
That's pretty cool.
I know. Y'all didn't expect that.
Strategy from you? No.
Strategy and using your items? No. That's unheard of.
That's throwing me, actually.
Is there someone hiding under the table sending you ideas? Just passing you a
I'm
card?
just getting texts.
It's the only thing as well that can actually fit through that grate. So it's surprising, but it does fly up.
Boom.
And above the grate and behind the crowd, you see the mole man heading off to what looks like just a little office. But there are windows, so the bird can, if you told the bird to stay with him, it can watch. That worked well. You can watch him as he goes into the building, and he seems to have stairs that start leading down. But you can't see any more than that because you would have had to go into the room. So he does have stairs. He looks like he's going downstairs. That's all you can see. The bird can't go into the building there. The door's shut behind him. There's windows.
All right. Return, Raven.
And the Raven returns.
Is that my move, or do I get like a action move?
That's just a bonus
That's
action.
just yes, love that. Okay.
Icing on the cake.
All right. Well, I'm going to go again.
Another massive sneak attack.
Well, I just really want it to hit.
Okay.
It's still in its
It's not a
frenzy
sneak attack
moment.
now. It knows you just stabbed it in the back.
It did,
So
but
this
it's
is
in a
just
frenzy thing at the moment, so it's also
Yeah, but it knows you're there.
okay. Well, I'm just going to booming blade it.
Sounds good.
So I get an 11 plus.
Roll a d4.
Well, it's +8 already, so I mean at 19 you're probably not going to miss since
fair.
smaller numbers. Okay,
3.
add it on anyway. Fine. Yes, you hit with your booming blade. And
Boom.
how's it go? How much damage is that? I'm putting a clock in the background of this one for how long it's taking to add these ones up.
What are the numbers?
14.
14 points of damage.
Is that plus?
5. So 19.
19 altogether. It screams out again. God, it hates you, this thing. This poor thing.
It does.
But it's still kicking, but there is a lot of blood on its poor white fur.
Wasn't 117 hit points.
That's what I was after, that number. Thank you.
I'd be dead 3 times over. If I didn't hit that much, I would be dead 3 times over.
It's surprising, but some things are more powerful than you in many ways. Morrigan, though, it is... Loot. It's Loot's turn
Oh,
next.
sweet baby.
And he heals it.
He
Pulls a thorn out.
With a pure heart.
Lute has noticed something unusual about the room and is sort of...
He's tinkering.
Yeah, he's leaned over and he started to pull at the ropes and push a little bit harder at the material that you're standing on, and he recognises that it is material.
It's a trampoline.
So it feels like a trampoline. You see him jumping or doing
It's
that
a
thing.
sheet,
You
not
know
a
that thing where you
bag.
do where you don't actually jump, but you change the knee height.
Yeah.
So he's just doing that thing. He's getting a nice, a feel for the rhythm of it.
We all bounce together.
So
No, do you remember the double bounce? The double bounce. Remember when you were kids and then you would have one person just laying there and you'd all bounce in rhythm and then it'll just throw them up in the air?
I did not think that's where
And
this
it was
going.
back in the day when
That
there
was
wasn't a
fun.
net around the trampoline.
Oh, yeah. Rogue.
Although-
We lived dangerously back then. Okay, so we all bounce in rhythm.
But we don't want to go too high because we might get zapped.
No,
It's 140 feet.
We are bouncing enough to get the momentum for him because he's not going to be in rhythm with us. He's going to be thrown up.
Into the electric fence.
I don't think that high, but what I think we can do is on his way back down, sword him.
Do some fall damage on his way down. Morrigan, it is your turn. Do you start jumping?
Jump, girls, jump.
In rhythm with loot.
Okay. I respond to the call to jump and start jumping.
Call to
That's a movement, right?
It is.
Sweet. And I am also going to throw a firebolt cantrip at this thing as well.
All right, so a bouncing firebolt.
Yeah. I've got a roll to hit, but I get a +4.
Bless yourself.
2, so that's a 16.
16. Yes, your firebolt does hit a little ball of flame this time. Joins in the otherwise horribly burnt fur that it already has.
Damage?
Yes, please.
7.
All right. Well, they don't do a lot. They're only little.
I know, but it's 2d10. It could do a lot.
Oh, it could have. Okay. Yes, so the fur is alight again, already was with a bit of the fireball.
So that was 7 points of damage.
Lovely smell in the air of burnt fur.
Have you smelled that? It's like when you...
It's never nice.
Yeah.
In fact, you should all take some sort of damage just from the smell.
Psychic
but you don't.
damage.
You're lucky. Kaa'Riin, you are next. Do you jump?
Yeah, now I have some questions about... I have a jump feature.
Do you?
If I touch a creature, the creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell ends. Now, if I touch him...
And slap him on the butt.
And he's and he's not willingly jump. He goes triple the height, so
Yes.
he could go into. The
It's
zappy.
it is actually based on their strength jumping. So I will be able to do the math for you, but you just have to figure out, you just have to guess and hope that it works. But it
Okay.
will.
Well,
I'm
you
I'm
can
gonna
force
definitely-
him to jump?
Well, because you're doing the trampoline thing, yes. But otherwise,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to normally force it to jump.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
So you touch it
Get
and
creative,
give him,
guys.
This is indeed.
All right, and I think, and I just say to Freya as well, I'm like, also Freya, on the way back down, you're probably going to want to skewer him with the sword.
Okay.
Because he's just going to literally fall on
All
your
into
sword.
it. Oh.
Sword? I don't know what a sword is, but a sword
It'll
would do the
work.
trick. Okay, so
He is next before that all happens, though. But he is quite a strengthy creature, and that determines your jump ability in this game.
okay, is it? So it's not my turn.
Yes, it is. He's
It
going to
is.
go after before you can get Freya to do it. Before you can get the bouncing right, you'll be able to have one chance before he gets flung into the air. That's if Freya decides to join in with the bouncy bit.
Yeah.
Right now, you're still all getting the rhythm right.
Okay, so the spell lasts a minute, so I think I've got time. I'm going to try and reach out and touch him.
Yep, excellent. That's all it takes.
That's all I have to do is touch him. So
And you hear it go, oh, because it's the first time it's ever been touched in a
don't
kind
do
and
that.
in a nice
Don't
manner.
do that.
It's been nurtured in no form for its entire existence.
Oh, well.
Then there's probably no hope of rehabilitation. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's put him out of his misery.
Help me.
Doing a service.
Don't, Cory, don't. You know I can't resist helping.
You've already touched it. First chance at feeling joy for it. I'm free as it leaps into the air
It'll
in a second.
die happy.
But
That's
it is the creature's turn next. You've got anything else you'd like to do?
You know I can't go through with it if I think there's hope it can be saved.
It's evil.
It's not evil.
It's got twisted limbs.
I guess you
stretched
could. I
out.
guess you could do an insight check.
I am going to do an insight check.
Oh, spatter in the works.
Look what you've done.
Finally, it's me who's throwing the wrenches.
I have to.
But we did
Alrighty.
an insight check on the leader, and he was like, the only reason these murders are happening because of this creature.
No. They are trapped by the creature, but the creature's obviously trapped by something else. It's the
yeah, okay.
It's complex.
insight.
How'd you go?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Well, let's see.
I'm just announcing it.
Running a business comes with a lot of what ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Grandpa's here!
Hank's always helping out. Grandpa style. Now he's treating his prostate cancer with help from Xtandi enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit xtandi.com.
It's a 16 and my insight's 5.
As much as you know that this creature possibly could have been nurtured and had a better life in some way, this one has unfortunately been tortured far beyond its ability to be fixed in the next 20 seconds.
Okay.
There's
Okay. I did everything I could.
I say
I think
20
we can all
seconds.
agree.
You've got 20 seconds now, but even if you took longer and took years, this is unfortunately something that has not really got many chances.
Okay, so we're going to make his last moments ones of like childlike freedom of joy of jumping on a trampoline.
And then kill it, yes.
And then kill it. Okay.
It does turn around,
It's going to
though.
die with childhood excitement.
Hopefully, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, if it
All right.
dies,
So
I
I've
mean,
touched it.
you've done a lot of damage. It might just survive what you're about to do to it. We'll
Now,
find
that's
out.
not really a movement, is it? Like, I mean, I touched it.
But it was
But it was a spell.
But it was an action, so yeah.
So I can't just start bouncing? I have to wait.
No, you can start. That's your movement. Your action was the
Action movement, got it.
Action
Okay,
movement.
so then I start bouncing in rhythm with... Shit, I'm a snake.
You're snake bouncing.
That's right, momentum in the boobs. Okay, so I'm
Can
going to...
snakes jump?
Yes, I can.
Probably only if they've got boobs.
Yes, exactly. This is all turning out very good.
Snakes can jump really high.
I don't know. But I don't know if anybody...
That's gonna
this is a
hurt
question to the
without
ladies.
arms to hold on
This has
to
probably
them.
never come up in a game of D&D before, but would only
Alana,
happen
you
in
take this
something
one.
like this one.
I've got you.
Can you?
Expert over here.
Can you really get enough momentum from bouncing on your own chest? If you were lying down on the floor on your own chest, would you be able to start
But I'm
moving?
not lying on the floor. I'm a snake. I'm
I know,
up.
but snake is... In order for you... You're not going to get any bounce from being the snake. It's got,
Yes, you can.
Yes, I am.
snakes do not
I
jump, but
watched
they can
a
stand.
snake
Let's
climb
can
a wall.
No, they can stand, but they don't have the ability to pounce above. So that's no jumping snakes.
you could-
However, one with boobs.
Yes.
This is on page 56 of the manual, people. Can you push yourself off of the ground or get momentum with a bit of boob movement?
I don't even think we need that.
Boob
I think
levers.
she just needs to create a jump-like motion, which doesn't need to be an actual jump, but she's a huge creature. She could actually essentially headbang into
I am
the
huge.
Well, that's what I'm
trampoline.
asking you. Your headbanding could do it as well. Yeah,
Or you could boob bang. You could just smash your boobs into the trampoline to create the
Okay, I think the boobs are going to give me the momentum. As a snake, I got good core strength. So now I'm bouncing in motion momentum boobs with Morrigan.
Yes, okay, we got three jumpers. Lute's bouncing and looking at you going, oh, look at this smooth move I figured out, which he didn't really, but anyway. Lute is bouncing and...
Oh, we've actually had things turn already.
Yep. So he doesn't understand why you're all suddenly doing this, but he looks at you like...
He's not very smart, remember that. He's not going to figure
he's
this out.
not, and it's a shame because he's looked at this like, wow, that seems like something I should have done. Every time I had a fight in here, I could have been bouncing on this cool fabric and things. So he looks at you, and just for a moment, you see in his eyes childhood joy you were looking for. And he's going to start jumping too. He can jump too. So his first jump is 5 feet, and his second one is 10. Like he is already jumping 10 feet high.
And he triples with my jump spell.
So he's going to get going in a second, yeah. That leads us to Freya. As you just see, the crowd does not get this at all now. Everybody in this arena has just started bouncing and jumping.
So everyone else is doing it too. Like,
So
okay,
the crowd,
like watching tennis.
the heads of the crowd are like going up and down as they all watch this sort of thing.
All right, we need to. So I'm also going to join in on the jumping. Like,
Okay, well, of course.
yes, of course.
Peer pressure.
It'd be such a dick move if you didn't.
I'm going to get ready in action and stand near it so I can just like plunge the sword into it when it comes down.
Yeah, you're ready to go underneath it.
I mean,
like
it's
a
probably a
skewer.
little suspect that, I don't know if it's pretty dumb,
Doesn't
so it
matter,
might
he's
not
got the
figure this
momentum
out,
going.
but he's
Yeah.
looking down as you move over with a sword going, why would you ruin this moment? It's
No,
free.
like enjoy. It won't last long.
It makes the most friendly wee sound.
Oh.
So you're like prepared to like stab.
Jab.
With all the bouncing movement, it gets up to about 30 feet is what it should get, triple the jump. But the bouncing thing on itself actually jumps it even further, so it can get to 60 feet. It gets halfway.
And how high is that grid?
140.
Yeah, it's further away. It's not getting all but the crowd's impressed by this. They've never seen anything like this as it flies
We're
through the
here
air.
to entertain.
Now, it's falling into something soft, so I'm going to halve the damage it would take falling from that height.
Really?
Yes.
It's
not-
not
it's landing on a
a
sword.
sword. Soft.
Well, no, the sword's going to be added on at the other side of this, but the
Okay.
first thing it has to do is take fall damage from falling from so high.
Yeah,
now, the trampoline
true.
would normally absorb some of it. Obviously, you don't die on trampolines just from jumping the normal height. It's because he's gone too high that's causing the problem. So he normally takes 1d6 damage for every 10 feet. 6d6. I'm going to halve that.
Half that. So
Half that.
3d6.
That was
Thank
good
you.
math, Indy.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
And I've
I
rolled
love how you
reasonably
told
well.
him. So that's 6. Now
So you
half
just want to
that,
get that. You just want to get that
that's
right.
3.
Thank you. I'll tell you this. That was 10 points of damage. And
Is it because he's such a big creature too?
yeah, he's big.
So 134 is what we're up to.
Well, it's what happens next that matters because you shouldn't miss. I'm not even going to make you roll. Can you do 7 points of damage? Because you're already +5 for the sword. You'd only have to roll anything but a 1, basically.
Oh, you're kidding.
You did not.
No, I'm kidding. It's a 5.
Oh, thank God. It's like, place,
Oh,
place,
wow.
place.
This is going to be so awkward as it lands and lives.
All right. So we've got
Squirming on the sword like for an extra. Why would you take me in this moment of joy? Describe to me, and we haven't had to do this for such a long time.
okay.
Describe to me the death of the thing below.
Can you make it nice?
It's plunging into its heart. It's really quick. And then I just like rip it back towards its head.
It was really nice. It's really
It
quick,
looks
and
thankful.
then I make it gruesome.
Yeah, thankful.
It looks thankful, and then I twist it a bit just to make sure it's
Can
dead.
it die with a smile on its face of the childhood joy of jumping on a trampoline?
Yeah.
Please.
And
I
it
just feel
bleeds
terrible.
purple blood.
Oh, cute.
It is
Nice
fun.
touch.
I thought that would be nice. Purple and white. I like that color combo.
It was a mercy.
I'll be like,
It was a
you had
mercy kill.
fun once in your life.
I did.
And there we go. Awesome, we win!
Had you rolled a 1, it would have finished the sentence. It would have. The crowd is shocked into silence.
I bet they are.
And then you notice something strange.
Oh, a bigger version of that?
It's mother.
The floor beneath you feels like it's moving.
Oh, fuck. What is this shit?
Are we inside a creature? Is the trampoline a creature?
It's like its liver.
You hear scraping noises along the sides of this chamber, and it becomes clear that you are standing on something that is raising, pushing up. You can see the sides are sometimes suddenly pushing through a little bit more. It's like whatever's in here is being pushed in tightly for a long period of time and is now squishing its way upwards.
Oh, great. So we're going to get zapped.
Yeah, give me a perception check while we're doing it.
I think we only need to wait until we're like 30 feet away and then we can misty step through
Ooh.
that grate.
19 plus 2, 21.
4. Plus 2, 6.
15 plus 0.
Morrigan and Freya, you notice that beneath you the ground feels, it just feels warmer as well. It's heating up.
Blood?
It's a snail.
From beneath you, it devours, Stacey.
Oh.
What am I stealing from this time?
Buffy.
Yeah,
No original thought in that man's head.
not one. Especially this one.
Sorry, it
wait till you
heating
find
up.
out what's happening in this one.
Fucking don't. All right, go.
As we go, you are noticing that you are moving slowly, but at an increasing rate, towards that electrified grate. You've probably got around 30 seconds before you are wedged into it.
That's right. We're going to miss a step out.
Yeah, you could all do that. This loot sort of stands to the side.
We can take him
We're
with.
taking with.
can't misty step with you.
Yes,
You can't miss this up with a person? What did we... Oh, we put them in the backpack last time.
And it's featherfall you can extend.
Yes, so 140 feet is now 120 feet. As
Wait,
the sounds
hold
of this
on.
thing rising and rising.
Just kill the thing we're on, then it'll lie down.
Down.
Is there ropes?
Yeah, they're crisscrossed in a pattern, like they're holding it down.
Cut the ropes.
Cut the ropes?
Cut some ropes, see what happens.
Let's start cutting some ropes.
Oh, God.
Oh.
It's not even hard. You cut, let's just say you both cut one rope each.
Is it going quicker now?
And it actually makes it a bit looser in a way and makes it easier for this thing to change shape. We had a bit of a curve to it before, but now it's more elongated like an oval.
Oh, great.
And so it's getting through faster.
Oh, that's really handy. Should we stab the ground?
You could do that if you
Is that like a hot air balloon?
Well, let's decide if you want to stab the ground
I
first.
don't want to stab it.
Maybe you could investigate.
I'm going to. Well, if you let me finish.
I reckon, because the first option was, can we stab this thing first? And I'm
Okay, I'm
like,
starting to
maybe.
panic here and I'm not going into panic mode.
We're all investigating.
And can you put a shield up around Loot so he at least doesn't get electrocuted?
Oh, good
idea.
call.
He will get squished by the grate, though.
Oh, squish. Damn it.
Damn,
Get
we've
about
got the
squishing.
squishing.
But he's so small, he can fit.
Not that small.
Oh, 18.
Ah, 20.
Well,
The reason for the
+5.
ropes are because they hold the material together. Material beneath you feels very much like a light fabric.
Oh, +4. In case you want to give me any more information on top of that 18.
It's a nice checkered pattern.
Okay.
But yeah, it's becoming reasonably clear to you that you might be standing on top of something.
Is it alive?
No, it does not feel like it's alive.
Oh.
So we should stab the ground to go through it. And then I'll feather for all of us.
You could try that. Oh my God, you could try that.
We go, like, if the fabric's coming down because you've loosened the ropes, can we go, like, around the fabric and maybe there's a gap between this curved thing and below?
What color is it?
Mostly white, but it's checkered. It's material.
Is it lava underneath? Is it coming from the Earth's core?
It is coming from below you, yes.
I just don't have.
It's a hot air balloon.
Is it?
It's a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
We can cut it and then feather fall down.
But we might. No, I don't know if we should do that. I'm guessing heat rises, so I think something's going to be really hot down there.
Instead of stabbing it, can we try and pull at the edges to see what's underneath it?
No, it's been put in tightly. The fact that you loosen the ropes actually made it change shape a little bit so it can go a bit faster. You've got about 60 feet to go before you hit the electrified
So
grate.
we need to get the ogres to open the gate. All right, I'm going to send the bird out again, and I'm going to get him to peck on the window and be like, little mole man, go and get the ogres.
The mole man is not to be seen. He went downstairs.
Can he not hear the pecking?
No.
Fuck. Okay, can they go hassle the ogres? My bird,
the bird.
my raven.
You see that the ogres are just standing on the side. One's got a cigarette. They're just sort of, not doing anything. They're not really paying attention to what's happened down below. And if anything, the crowd is dispersing a little bit, a little confused.
Well, they don't
It's
give
like,
a fuck.
that was
Show's over
surprising,
now.
I guess. And they're like, I guess those three people will have to live down there and kill the next lot of thieves. So that's pretty cool. We got new people.
There's a child down here. Open the grate. Open the grate.
Yes, there's a little bear bed down there. There's a weird bear bed.
It's a weird bear bed.
And, the people at the top are like, the thief, wearing those thievery shoes.
It was a stitch up.
He know not what he do. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I legitimately don't know what to do here. So what? Okay.
If Morrigan doesn't know what to do, we're all fucked.
Yeah. So we were in a jumping castle fabric-y thing, and something is rising up from beneath us that was
Yes.
kind of curved.
Yes.
But it's not alive. So we investigated.
But it's hot.
Hold on. Okay.
So the mole man, obviously he wanted to leave. We've done him a good favour.
Is that what you meant by
killing-
downstairs? Like he's beneath us now?
Maybe he's gone down because he could see that we're going to kill this thing, and he's like, all right, I'm going to help these
He's
guys
in
out.
the hot air balloon. He's just hoping.
So you reckon hot air balloon?
It is a hot air
Because of the
balloon.
heat.
It is. I like this. It is a hot air balloon. I love the,
Yeah.
what's the right word?
I would have said conviction.
Got the moral
Okay.
fortitude.
All right.
Or
So we just need
something.
to get this gate open. Fuck, what have we got? All right.
Because otherwise the hot air balloon's not going anywhere.
Like we want to keep rising because we want to get out.
Yes. And we want to float to the island.
What's the AC on the gate? Great.
Oh, huge amount.
Fuck.
You're asking me something like, how much can I hurt this building? It's massive structure. So it's a mega amount.
Okay, so we need this grate to be open. What's holding that? Was it ropes or chains?
But it is ropes, actually, and they can be pulled up by winches by the ogres.
Yep. And what is the electrifying thing? Like, is there a fuse box?
No, it's just a magical spell.
The spell. Okay.
We can break spells.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to attempt a second level command at one of the ogres and tell them to lift the grate.
Are you close enough?
I am at 60 feet of range, and you said
Oh, yes. Yes, you can do that.
now.
That is close enough.
Nice.
so it's a wisdom saving throw on the ogre.
Okay, that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
God,
Good
Alana
job,
to the
Alana.
win again.
There are
That was
four.
stressful, especially
There
when
are
he's counting
four.
down.
And do we need all four to...
To lift it, yes.
Okay, well, one doing it might inspire the others.
Yes.
What sort of check is it, sorry?
Wisdom.
Good news. They don't like that. Oh, and I rolled even lower than it would have been necessary with or without it. So he's rolled a total, an 8 minus 2. He's a 6. He will do what he is commanded.
Lift the gate. And then tell the others to lift the gate.
That's 2 things. And we'll kill you to make me a cup of coffee.
Can I command him to, instead of lifting, can I command him to tell the others they've been commanded to lift the gate, like as a collective?
You could if you figured out which one of the ogres was perhaps the leader.
Okay, describe him.
Can't see him from where you are.
Oh, I'll use a raven.
Finally, we're using the raven.
Oh, God.
All right. You describe them to me.
I'm going to stand up, swoop around. There is a bigger looking
Wow,
ogre.
you're going to take some extra time. Just have a look around, stop at a few stores.
Swirling. All right, there's a guy with a black suit.
There's a well-dressed ogre.
This is well-dressed.
A
Three
well-dressed
adults.
Dressed like he works for the Secret
And he's
Service.
smoking a cigar. Not all the rest have cigarettes. He's got a cigar. One has a vape.
What flavor is it?
Strawberry lemon.
And he's surprisingly arrogant about having a vape.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like,
I'm
"Look at
just
this.
vaping. So,
Digital."
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if I do that in the bank. Yes, it does. You're still as awful as the smoker.
All right, so we've narrowed down, and I'm going to Kaa'Riin back telepathically, and I'm going to say, all right, it's the one in the black suit. He's the leader.
It's the because it was a well-dressed mole man, and now it's a
It's
well-dressed
well-dressed
ogre.
Yeah, okay.
On brand.
That makes sense.
I should point out that, and this is only a side thing, but in order to use the
We're running out of feet, Cory.
it's the
Raven?
The
in order
raven.
to use the eye patch, you have to take the eye patch off so you can see through the
I
eye.
did do that.
Yeah. Oh, just checking. It seemed
Got
unimportant and
Why
and changed
did you
everything
do
back. Yeah.
I heard her. We're just
What are
gaslighting
you
him.
doing? Yeah.
Do you want to hear us?
You
To
pulled
see
it out
better.
and let it go, so it slapped against her face real hard. And you're also, you did stop jumping from before. I want to point that out.
We did.
That can be assumed
That
once the
it
deed
was
was
also
done.
assumed. Yes, you can pick out which one is the leader. You can command that one
I
person.
want him command. I'm commanding him to give the order to the others
if
to
I'm
lift
not wrong,
the
can you
grate.
give them how much command? Is it one word?
That is an excellent...
Lift!
Oh!
Heave!
It's a one-word command.
What word would you like to do?
Pull?
Okay.
Unwind?
But if he's
Wind?
if
Unwind?
he's the leader and he starts, everyone else will do it because they'll follow him.
I assume.
So it don't need to be that complex. One word to say lift the grate.
Lift.
Lift?
Lift? Lift? Up? It's not down.
Open?
Open.
Open.
Did we get one of them in there? Come on.
For some reason, for whatever reason it is, you use the word. You say open. And he reaches down for the rope and starts pulling it back, and the others see him doing so and follows suit.
Oh, thank God.
And the grate lifts steadily, and you realise that as it does so, that this balloon is going to find its way free of this tunnel soon, and you're standing on top of it.
And we rise to all our fans
Rise to the middle.
who have now dispersed. And they don't care.
So, do we A, slide down the balloon and try and land in I'm hoping there's a basket underneath, or do we B, when it's level with the ground, we
Yeah.
jump off and then jump back into the balloon?
That sounds safe.
Like,
It would be in the middle of the pit, though, the balloon as it came, the part you're supposed to
Yeah,
jump
it's not
into.
going to land. It's going to keep going.
Going to keep going. But I'm just saying the jump that you'd have to do to get to it as
Yeah.
it came loose would be over the pit, meaning if you missed,
We're in the pit.
you're back in the
Yeah.
new part of the pit, which doesn't have a balloon to land on.
But we can
okay,
feather
so
fall it
you're
down.
saying
Well,
stay on top of the
I'm
balloon.
not saying, I'm just
can
giving
Freya
you...
feather fall us in?
We just need loot to succeed in a jump. We can Misty. So if we fail, we're fine, but he's not.
Oh, I kind of think someone should stay there with him. How about, you know what? You have the best acrobatics, Freya.
I do.
I say
I'll just say,
Do we have rope?
We've always got rope.
Can we get a good jumper to jump across with the rope, and then we've got a rope?
You did cut some rope.
Can we use the rope that you guys cut earlier that's still attached to this thing? Is it long enough to swing?
I reckon that's a good
Tarzan
idea.
it?
Yeah, because it's built to spec.
Into the little basket.
Built to spec.
It's built to spec.
That's science,
Well,
bitch.
it's built to hold the balloon in. I mean, the way I would look at it is it would be the length of the balloon again.
Exactly. That's what she means by built to
Yeah,
spec.
so you'd be swinging down an extra balloon length.
Let's go,
underneath.
because then we could just climb back up it and
Okay,
in.
that sounds good.
Yeah. And
Loot. Oh, and
so we're going to get into a basket, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Like
you
a hot
haven't
over-
seen it yet. You've got no idea.
Cheese and wine? Cheese and wine.
No idea.
Some champagne.
Yeah.
Make it
Quickly pick up some
romantic.
cheese and wine on the
We'll
way
pop
through.
it on the way out and just spray the crowd that isn't there.
Live in peace. I love that we've got this big grand exit, but everyone's kind of just tapering off.
Dwindled away.
I must admit, now that the grate is opening, the people are engaged with what's still happening there. But there is a little fear in their eyes as this huge grate is unusually open at this stage of the battle.
Okay. That doesn't bode well for us.
They don't usually have to open the grate. Normally everything gets beamed in there and
Teleported,
dies.
yeah.
So, but sometimes they throw people in, I guess, so they have to raise it a little bit. Having it fully open is a surprise to the people. It's huge too, so.
Yeah, something bigger is going to come out of there. But we're going to float away. It's fine.
They are going to float away. How good. Mystical Island. All right, we're doing it. Jump onto the rope and swing around.
We're doing it.
What's Tarzan's call?
Can you please grab... Wait, you've got loot though?
I've got him on my back.
Okay.
Okay, you do swing around, and now as the balloon pops loose of the hole and gets further and further out of the hole, you are now dangling just above the hole you've come from. You can see down below a red glow.
Oh, fuck.
Just enough, just light, nothing more than light, but it does look rather ominous.
Is it a dragon?
It's just a red glow. The deep red pulsed. Its glow reached through the now empty tunnel linking worlds once kept apart. Others knew of these binds and roads. Others exploited them when power allowed. Daunus grew towers between them. They would rise in one world and fall in another, shifting allegiances, sending threats, ending regimes. Sudden monoliths of influence and authority. Surprisingly, it had taken only the simplest of magics to block these chiseled pits. Here it was a balloon. In Thul Kador, it was nothing more than a large nest of cracking eggs. Still other places covered these heralds of doom in thin veneers of safety, a web of golden filaments, a bed of lightly fluttering leaves, a swirling maelstrom of colours and wind. In other places, towers already stood tall, hidden in plain sight, majestic monuments to a plan established centuries before. Kaa'Riin, Galeth, Crujian's Island, Inyuth Lenora, Uafazia K, Serenity Lost, testaments to the grand endeavours of Kaylee's elite. And all part of the plan. Together they spotted across Kaylee, tunnel and tower alike, and together they opened once closed doors to lands far beyond. In days to come, the good people of Gressop would see a new pillar and shrine rise. You are now hanging below what looks to be a rather elaborate basket, like it was designed for travel, not just designed to be on the bottom of the balloon. This thing is something, when you get to it, it is actually enclosed a little bit. It's got an open bit on one side and an enclosed bit, so you can go in and sleep if you're doing a long trip. Probably designed for about 5 or 6 people. It's quite a decent size.
That's a good size.
I want this
we've
balloon
got
to exist.
4 plus
Does
1.
sound nice.
That's nice. That's 5.
But it is rising quickly.
So we've jumped over, hey? We've got to climb up.
You've got to climb up. Can everyone give me dexterity check on that one?
Dexterity, I like that
you can
better.
choose
No.
between them, actually. You can choose that. But Freya, you're carrying an extra person, so you'll be at disadvantage for this check.
Oh, but how heavy is he?
Not that heavy.
He's like 200 grams.
All right, if you want to ignore the disadvantage.
No, I'm good.
No.
That's all right. I'll just take it.
How did you go?
It's an 18.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly?
It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. They ship Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garten's famous cakes. So if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Like with the road trippers we see here in their natural habitat, the breakfast area at a Comfort Inn. Here's a dad teaching his son how to make waffles, fluffy golden waffles. There's a mom making sure her daughter eats some fruit to avoid the "I'm hungry" from the back seat. And a sibling standoff over the last muffin. This is the cycle of vacation maximizationing in all its glory. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Bollocks. And a 1.
Oh!
I'm sliding.
Yes, she is. She's sliding down and now is dangling from the last part of
Hang on,
the
do I
rope.
have to add something?
For that one, yeah, you can add whatever you want to your dexterity, but
My
it's not going to go anywhere good.
Plus 4.
Yep, it's still what happened.
Okay. So thankfully she was below us and hasn't taken us out too.
No, well, there's a couple of pieces of rope. You did cut 2 pieces before.
Oh, okay.
So I assumed you didn't all go over the same piece of rope.
Well, I rolled a nat 20, so I'm nice and secure.
You have pulled yourself up and into the basket.
So I think I can't do anything after that, can
You
I?
can start pulling the rope up.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That sounds like a good idea, Morrigan.
You're
What happened
genius.
I'm going to find out what happened to you first before I can do anything.
I don't want to roll.
You're rolling really high lately.
16
How'd
plus
it go?
1.
You are at the top
safe
of
and in
the
the basket.
basket and not in the basket, but certainly able to pull yourself over. You're not in any major danger. It's a bit frightening because you're up pretty high, but you're a hero. You can handle it. And the rope is now swinging around beneath you.
Guys!
Freya, hold on! And Loot, hold on also.
And you also notice that the ogre, the well-dressed ogre, the smoking well-dressed ogre, has now grabbed on to the rope that
Why would you do that?
left.
For the audience, I know.
It's for the audience. There's now an ogre on one side, which does. These guys are heavy. It tilts it a little bit. It's starting to move
that's
along.
fine.
It's starting to drag through
I'm
the
assuming
streets.
it's the rope that Freya's not attached to.
That's right, and it's dragging through
Burn
the
it
streets.
off.
So he's
I got it.
banging away, like trying to pull it
Oh,
up. At the
yeah,
same
you'll
time,
chop
hitting
it.
buildings and trees and stuff. But he's keeping the whole thing low enough that this thing will not get above the nearby trees on the outskirts of the town as it tries to start
Okay,
getting
that's
away.
all right. If it hasn't got the one Freya's got, we can just chop it.
Or fireball.
All right,
Fireball him.
back to you already, Eddie. So Freya, what would you like to do?
Hey, Eddie. Well, I'm going to hold on for dear life.
Okay.
While Kaa'Riin pulls me up with
Luke
her
bails
strength.
on you. Luke bails on you and climbs above your shoulders
that's
and grabs
fine.
onto the rope by himself.
Go,
'cause he's
little fella. And then because Kaa'Riin just raged, is she still in her rage and she's really strong?
No, rage has run out now.
Rage
It
has
would have
run
been a
out.
good time to have a bit of extra strength.
It would have, but that's fine because she's
I'm
going
still a snake, though, I'll have you know.
Okay, so you slithered up the rope.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I am the rope.
A rope climbing snake. All right, you're still a snake. I don't know how you're going to pull the rope up, though.
I'm not. I'm going to wrap my tail around, and then I'm going to go down.
Use it as a winch.
And then I'm going to wrap myself around Freya, and I'm going to just bring it back up.
That's exactly how it happens.
Don't even know what sort of check to call that one.
And she rests her head in
no
my
delusional check.
It's a little
The
bit.
plan is so good, you don't need a check.
Lute watches as you say Freya, and not Lute for some reason. As Lute's hanging
I
on
thought
the
you
rope.
said he started crawling up.
Yeah, he is, but you're just going down and got Freya and gone.
Well, he's fine. She's hanging on the end.
He's fine. He's still hanging on from the balloon. He's terrified.
Jump on then, mate.
So, yeah, that makes sense. Stop grabbing the rope. Grab this giant snake instead.
Yeah, give it a cuddle.
So he's going to stay on the rope.
Wait, no. If I put him between my boobs, it's like a holder. Like, you know when you put like a
baby
phone in a holder in a car? It's like that.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like a formative moment.
I'll face him the other way, not inward.
Can't breathe.
He's
Like
facing
a baby
outward.
carrier.
Like a baby carrier.
Oh, God. Okay, so that would make him upside down, though, wouldn't it?
Why?
Aren't you dangling down by your tail? You said you tied your tail on.
Yep.
So that means head's facing down.
Oh, but he will get in.
So is he inverted and you're inverted and he's not.
Yeah.
So his feet are sticking out the top of your boots.
So when she gets back in, then he'll be upside down.
Makes sense. Yes. Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll for that. You can just get out of here.
Well, I rolled an 18 anyway.
Oh, we made it. Nice work.
The ogre's into the side, starting to pull his way up. He's not doing very well with it because he's not particularly
agile.
He's agile. He's strong enough. He's just this thing's dragging him through the streets. He's hitting building after building. He gets pulled up over one building, dropped down in the next street, bangs into another. So he's struggling, but he's trying to find a way to lever his feet to pull this thing back down.
I pull out my flame blade and cut the rope.
You have a flame blade?
I have a flame blade.
Oh, that was
Did
easy.
I know that?
Are you sure you have that? Because I feel like we could have
Just one
used
of
that
your
many a
spells.
times.
So is that one of your
I used it
new
to
things?
Oh, yeah.
attack a spider at some point.
Okay, yes, it cuts through and you are free. And this balloon rises. You see the well-dressed mole man standing next to you, smiling. Huge smile as this thing lifts up into the sky. He doesn't even care that there's all dark clouds and
Thanks for the lift, bro.
lightning and other stuff going on in the distance. He doesn't care that you're flying into a storm. He's like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Island.
I've never heard of it.
Island.
Okay, I've heard of that one. Not heard of Mystical Island. And he goes, all right, we can do that. We just need to get it a little bit over here. The wind. I've been studying this for years. It's my dream.
Oh, fuck off.
I've wanted to get away for so long. And he finds the nice little bit of wind, and you find yourself pulling out over the rest of Gressop's Market, over the forest.
Oh, shit, guys. I think this is the second time we've left Kaa'Riin worse off than when we first arrived. She wanted to leave too, and we're like, nah, man, you stay. And then we just fucked up her town again.
With the heroes Kaa'Riin deserves.
You're hoping that at some stage she's got a backstory. It's all about her horrible past.
Yeah, she did something wrong.
No.
In the past.
She is a genuinely lovely person.
Aw.
Sorry.
Belosh had seen her now. Whatever it was that surged through its incorporeal veins, pulsed in constant fury. Hate is all-consuming. No miracle cure awaits those who feel comfort in its vile embrace. That is what makes it so insipid. It feels like the smallest semblance of love, attachment, something to belong to, something to control, but it comes at such great expense. An ever-deepening hole dug by fear. It is the residue of that which you have already lost. But fear can be overcome. Belosh brushed the long curls of red hair from the face of its new host and whispered from the inside, "So, do you like to sing?"
Are we able to have a short rest now?
You can have a short rest and you feel very relaxed.
This is so nice. What a nice journey.
It looks lovely until you see the water that you have to cross and that little stretch of water that everyone said you can't get across that with a boat. It is swirling underneath there, some maelstroms, huge waves. Wherever you look, something happens and something else happens. Sometimes things disappear while you're looking at them. It'll be a huge tidal wave and it'll just vanish before it does anything, and something else will reappear in its place. But whatever it is, it looks like a place you could not possibly sail across. As you're moving along, these dark, foreboding clouds around you start to swell, and you swear you almost hear laughter echoing from horizon to horizon. The mole man seems concerned by this, but a deal is a deal. He's taking you where you need to go. And as the rain starts to fall and the wind starts to rise, he gives you something. He hands you something to wear, and it's some kind of like a backpack, but with wings attached to it.
Oh, so we can fly.
And it's like if you fall out during the storm, you should have enough power here just to fly straight back to the basket. Right?
Oh, how cute.
Don't push it. They don't last for long.
Do we all get backpacks?
So he's got a whole bunch of these sort of things. He was planning on taking a trip with, other people one day. It was his dream was to go with a family of his own.
We can be your family.
But he didn't have time to have the family, so you're his little family for the moment. There's even a small backpack that fits loot. But each of you get one. And there are two more spare, actually. There are two more spares. They are, yes. That's
cute.
How they are. But the wings themselves actually look like dragonfly wings.
Oh, how pretty.
That's
very
cute.
large. They're part magic and part mechanic. And he basically says to you, look, you just don't want to go in the water down there, no matter what.
What is the go with the water?
Is
it toxic?
No, nobody knows what it is or why it is, but nobody travels across this section. Nobody's ever come back from going over here.
It looks gnarly.
That's what surfers would say. Gnarly, dude. The waves below tower high, then suddenly abate, maelstroms form and appear, and then swiftly vanish. The sea here is never settled and rarely predictable, but the clouds stay close. In the distance, you can see an island with a single tower on it, and probably about 4 or 5 hours away at the current rate. Like it's right on the horizon, but you can see it.
How many hours of a rest did we get?
But you could, if you wanted to try and take a long rest, you could possibly do that. But I will say that the sun is setting. It was setting before. The sun is starting to go down entirely. The storm is picking up.
Okay, so just a short rest.
Short rest.
So everyone take a quick short rest. It should give you a little bit of hit points back.
Oh, so don't use it if we have full health.
Yes. You do have full loot. So Loot sits down next to you and during your short rest tries his best to heal you back a bit using what's left of his staff. And you can see that it's got like a globe at the end. It's got a bright light that seems to diminish each time he uses it. But you can each have an extra 1d8 healing from him.
Oh, 8.
I'm going to change out of a snake, by the way.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You're done with that?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yes, you are now hurtling through the sky rather quickly. There's a lot of wind behind you. Feels very strong because of this storm that's pushing you along. And then the wind stops. The balloon comes to a halt. The Mole Man seems confused by this because this should have taken you the entire way there, but somehow the wind has been commanded to stop. Then you see in the sky above you, as the wind is swirling around, you see faces in the swirling cloud. One face in particular. And the Lord of Lightning
I thought so.
reappears.
Did you?
He's back.
Ah.
He followed you.
Oh, fuck.
And he waited until just now?
Everybody roll initiative.
Okay, we're fighting again, are we?
Straight in. All right, so what are your rolls?
3 plus 4.
7 total?
I reckon that's about all right.
I was just making sure it wasn't +1. Morrigan?
15 plus 1.
Kaa'Riin?
2 plus 1, 3.
Oh, that's not.
It's going bad very quickly.
Yeah, the wind got us. The Lord of Lightning. Thunder and lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Hello.
A very unhappy looking Lord of Lightning. You did kill his brother.
Yeah.
He has beaten you all.
Yeah.
And we'll go first.
Really?
That doesn't surprise us. That makes sense though, because it's a sneak attack on him, like on his part.
It does, but sometimes the initiative thing doesn't really pan out the way you want it to.
Yeah.
So he swirls around and he looks like he resists giving a speech. He was going to give a massive speech. He's like, I don't even care. Just want them dead.
Oh.
So ladies, just when you think everything is going to be calm and easy and a nice relaxing trip across to Krijan's tower, you're now at war, I guess you could say, with the Lord of Lightning. The first thing he does is release a burst of lightning directly at you. He is particularly pissed off by Freya. You need a DC 15 dexterity save.
Fuck, 2.
2. Ooh. You have been hit by a
Plus
burst
6.
of lightning.
Plus 4.
Doesn't matter.
6. But I'm going to dodge it.
How?
Because I'm going to use my uncanny dodge.
Ooh. Okay, tell us what your uncanny dodge does, because you have forgotten to use this most of the time.
I have. But I have been reading up on my features and traits.
Oh, and you need to dodge, because I am rolling big over here.
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage against you.
Good one.
Very good one.
I know.
I did finally roll a 1, but...
Hit me, bitch.
Okay, it would have been 26 points of
That's
lightning
okay.
damage. You can
I'll
take
take
13 instead. Nice dodge.
Thank
Freya
you.
just dodged lightning.
Pretty impressive.
That's pretty
Boom.
impressive.
So 52 minus 13.
That's all right. Now, the Lord of Lightning is actually quite a powerful creature. And so he is going to use one of his legendary actions. Legendary actions allow him to do something else at his whim. And he is going to hit Morrigan this time with a lightning burst.
Awesome. Rude.
DC 15 dexterity check, please.
Okay.
How'd you go?
It's not a 15.
It's less or more?
4.
It's a 4. You'll take all of this damage.
I'm going to jump in front of her
Can't
with
do
my
that.
shield.
Nope.
I'm going to give her resistance.
Too late.
It hasn't been my turn to give it yet.
No, he got 2 turns because he's
Ooh,
legendary.
22 points of damage.
Jesus.
The lightning-
22 points to
22
lose?
I
points of
do
lightning
at the
damage.
moment, yeah. 20.
What?
22.
What are his hit points?
Lots.
Jesus.
One day he'll slip up.
One day he'll like sleep on.
I told you. The only time I ever told you was because I wanted you to cast something.
Yes.
Anyway, back to our game. Morrigan, it is now your turn, having been singed by lightning.
I don't know how to fight lightning, I'll be honest with you. These storms really trip me up. I am going to throw that Mind Sliver thing at it.
Sure.
Yeah. So, it is a intelligence saving throw of 15 on your end.
Oh, you rolled a 1.
Excellent. So, it is 2d6 of psychic damage and minus 1d4 from its next saving throw.
All right.
What am I looking for?
2d6 damage.
It's a 7. Hits it hard.
He barely notices it, I'll be absolutely honest.
Yeah.
It's not even enough to cause a minor headache.
Yeah, doesn't even react.
Nope. Probably doesn't even notice it.
Well, I attacked it though.
I know. Just letting you know. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to duck.
Not a bad idea. That does give you cover. And we can always take cover. We've taken cover before.
Can I pull Loot down with me?
Yes, good idea.
Okay, I'd like to duck and force Loot to duck.
Loot was next, actually, and sort of wants to know why you'd make Loot duck. Because Loot instead charges inside the cabin. He can see you, the little windows from inside the cabin. He can see you from inside there. He's like, I can be in here and cast healing spells. I have to stand out there and cast healing spells. I'm not stupid. So Loot finds some form of safety, but Loot's not really an attacking sort of creature. He's there to sort of give you some healing. But his first job was to get inside there. And he is going to try and heal you, Morrigan.
Oh, that's nice.
And there's a strange fizzing noise when he tries to do that. And the light in his orb on his staff fades even further. You do not feel any healing.
Oh, poor baby.
So that's great. Freya. 1 yawn per day. It's 1 in the afternoon.
I know.
mean,
We're not even doing a late night morning. All right. Can I do acid splash? Is it like a thing or is it like a...
yeah, you can throw acid at it. I mean, it's, you know, it's resistant to some things. You won't know what they are until you hit it.
But I
fail to.
I don't want to waste my last spell either.
I don't want to say do or die, but it's certainly not do or live at this stage.
Don't worry. Acid splash. They're all cantrips. I'm going to use acid splash on him.
Okay.
60 feet range.
He's got to dodge this with his dexterity. Okay, so you hurl acid at the wind. Really shouldn't miss too much, should it?
No.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, it misses.
Oh, what did he roll?
I rolled an 18, so
I had to get 13.
I didn't even have to check that one, to be honest with you. That does miss. What else did you
I'm
like
also
to do?
going to dodge. I mean, not duck.
You're also ducking?
Yeah.
It is surrounding you, so ducking, might work, I guess. We'll find out in a second. Kaa'Riin.
All right, so it's just my turn to attack.
Yes.
He's not attacking me at the
well, he
moment. He
might.
reacted.
His
okay.
turn is next.
Yep. I would like to use my lure. Eline's lure.
Ooh.
Oh.
What are you stealing? You have to. You can only steal what you've seen.
That's his lightning.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm gonna read this for everyone. I actually do know what this does, but I think I should read it for the girls.
Okay, yeah, and the audience.
The lure is a single-use item that takes the power of one creature and gives a version of that power to the owner of the lure. So I won't get it completely. I'll get a version of it. But I don't know what a version of lightning is, like a sparkler, I guess. Just dazzle him.
But it does stop him using it.
The stolen power is almost never of equal value to the original, and the power has been known to revert back to the original owner after a period of time, but only in rare situations. I feel like this definitely could be a rare situation, but I still have some time with it.
Well, you definitely have taken some form of lightning burst from him. From now on, you'll be able to shoot lightning from any body part. What would you like to do? From the eyes? Fingers? Not from...
Nipples.
Oh,
From the hole.
I just like thinking her eyes could light up, or she can do the finger shoot, whatever. Where would you like... And of course, you two went to, woo, boob lightning. But what else?
I was going lower.
Oh, God.
I was at the boobs. But no, I like finger guns.
Finger guns?
That's fun.
All right, so let me just write down what sort of lightning burst you get.
And so he loses it. He can't use it now.
He can't use lightning burst.
That's really
no.
handy.
And he is the Lord of Lightning, so I feel
It doesn't mean it's the only thing he does. His lightning burst is one of his lightning attacks. His other attacks that you still use the storm.
I know,
but he
but-
no longer has lightning burst.
I
which
can
is
also
pretty
take
good.
control of a storm.
Not him though, as an entity.
No,
We've
but the
discussed
storm
this.
he creates.
We have discussed this. My apologies.
But the storm he creates.
But the storm he creates, I can have.
If he creates one.
If he creates
He doesn't.
He might.
But we're in
You
a
don't know.
storm.
What's he look like? Can we see him, or is it
He looks
just
like a storm now,
a bee?
but he also, other times, he looks like a little man, old man actually, who floats. The lure shines brightly for a moment and then vanishes from your fingers.
I kind of still hoped I had it. It was just empty of magic.
It is gone. So, without his ability to fire lightning, which surprises him very quickly because it's his turn, he was ready to go and launch some more lightning into people. He's stunned. I am the Lord of Lightning.
Not anymore, bitch. And then I go, pew, pew. Wait, surely I get to. I mean, I just used an item. That wasn't an action.
Oh, sorry, you're right. You absolutely can do that. He's confused as why he doesn't have his powers, and it's still your turn.
All right, so I'm kind of doing a little jig, a little dance, and I'm like, and I'm doing a lightning burst from my finger guns. DC 15 dex saving throw. Do you know what that means?
That's
yes, I
for
do.
him.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I figured out as I heard it. 2d8 lightning damage, 1d8 per finger.
Pew pew. Okay, so. Oh my God.
What happened? What happened?
It was definitely a 19 before it became another 1. I'm sucking today. He does not dodge, so he takes 2d8 of damage. Can you roll that for me, please?
Would love to.
I bet you would.
Okay. 8 and 4. 12.
Okay, thank you. That one hurt him on the inside more than anything else. Didn't really do, that was an ego
Hey,
hit.
take psychic damage.
Yeah,
roll for
he
psychic
took some
damage.
ego damage on that one.
Just to be clear, you're not going to roll for psychic damage.
No. Just because his ego is mild, he's more pissed off than his ego can overrule at
I'd
this
roll
stage.
it. That's just me.
Right, but it is his turn. I'm going for the heavy dice.
Okay.
Just want to let you know. Going to the heavy dice.
Don't even know what that means.
It's a metal
Just
one.
a heavier
Shame
dice.
if you rolled a
Heavy.
1.
Oh, that'll be 3 in a row.
What are the chances?
So, what are the odds?
What are the odds? What are the chances? I'm just putting it out there.
I'm thinking high.
And I'm thinking, what are the chances?
He's casting a spell called Hailstorm, and it creates a ball of spinning sleet and ice that explodes, shooting out like a shockwave full of stabby stuff.
Nice sibilance.
Yeah, completely intentional sibilance.
Okay, I'm seeing the scene. I think it's Harry Potter.
I know. Stop it. I invented something on my own. Look, it is a ball of spinning ice and stuff, and it'll shoot out and knock people back and things like that.
That's cold, Cory.
Man, you just did an Arnold. That's an Arnold from Batman. Trying to put the freeze on you.
Wow.
The classic.
Did
Felt like he
Arnold
was
just
here.
get here?
Was he here? Did he just walk in?
That was pretty good.
Thank you. Anyway, he is lining you up with, you can see him sort of moving his hands really quickly, and there's no lightning there this time, but he's calling all of the sleet and water out of the sky. It's all flowing towards him into a large ball, and it's just projecting it directly at you. And when I say large ball, like a meter of ice and water, spinning quickly, so there's little sleets of ice inside like razors.
Sounds like it could hit all of us.
It can, and that is a 24 to hit. So anybody standing on the deck, including the mole man,
Poor mole man.
is going to be
He didn't
hit
sign
by
up
this
for this.
huge ball. He really does not like you. I just want to make that clear.
We really don't like him.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was big words.
Those button words.
Okay, everyone takes 16 damage.
What'd you say? 16?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
Go down.
I'm down.
It hits the mole man, and he gets flung over the side. But
What? Oh. No, because this was his dream. He was finally out. No, that's not cool.
you go with him.
Over the edge.
Over the edge.
Can I use my backpack of flight thing?
You are unconscious.
Again. Is someone keeping a tally?
That's your favourite thing to do is be unconscious. In fact, it's actually, in real life, my favourite thing to do.
It's on a list.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm having a nap.
Does she at least float?
No, you are
She's just going to start sinking.
plummeting.
Right.
There are 9 syllables in the way I say it.
But into water.
Well, into the
Oh,
water
but that
below,
can
it's
still
not very
kill you,
nice.
can't it?
It's not nice.
Yeah.
It's a long way to the water. You guys were up.
I'm
quite
sure.
high.
I'm sure one of my friends will remember that they have Featherfall or something.
Lord of Lightning
Maybe.
rears back, laughing. You see he's mostly, when I say what he looks like, he becomes part of the storm all the time. You can see lightning forming his smile. Morrigan, how are you doing on hit point?
I'm unconscious.
That was close to killing you, yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Kaa'Riin, how many hit points do you have?
7.
7. Freya, how many you got?
10.
Huh. Shit. Look,
And this is where we end our story.
It's been an honour and a privilege.
sounds like a good place, doesn't it?
No!
And that's where we end this episode.
Fuck.
The bloodline dies with us. Oh, wait, no, I have a kid. Oh, fuck, I forgot about her.
don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just a sudden ending, it happens all the time. So maybe there's danger or just a clever line. But don't worry about them, I'm sure they'll be fine. Right?